Hello, this is the second of weekly videos for Year 7. I'm just going to go through your PowerPoint that's been put on for you this week and explain what you've got to do. I'm not going to go through the whole PowerPoint because it's fairly self-explanatory, but I will just go over a couple of things on time. So I'll just present now. And this is your weekly work, Semana del 15 de junio, right? Which is today, I think, yeah. ¿Qué haces en tu ciudad? Just to be clear, I mean, obviously, if I click on it, right, there you go. It does translate it for you. What do you do in your city? But notice the question form. I just want to explain that because notice how we say, what do you do, right? But in Spanish, all we say is what you do in your city. And that helps you when you're formulating questions or you're trying to translate questions. It's literally what you do in your city. Okay. All right. Now, there's a couple of things here to help you remind yourselves about the time. Remember, there is a little video there that went with the PowerPoint last week. All right. So, for example, las 8:05. See the way it works, right? And las 6:30. Next one, right? Well, that's going to 1, and it's after 1, so it's la 1:15. This one, again, I said this in a previous video, you might struggle with. So it's nearly 3, but it's not quite 3. So it's 2:55. Now, some of you get confused with that, but it's las 3 menos 5, right? 3 minus 5. I think it's fairly straightforward if you think about it. Next one, 25 to 8 is las 8. No, it's not 25. Yeah. All right. So I'm looking at it wrong. There you go. I made a mistake. It's las 9 menos 25, 25 to 9. Sorry, that's my eyesight. And then the last one is, well, I'll be honest with you, I think that's supposed to be 10 to 6, right? So I'm going to say las 6 menos 10. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to have to redo the video. No, right. Las 6 menos 10. Okay. All right. I'm going to rush through this bit because you can just see this. But if you see, all right, you've done this before. Ir means to go, right? That's the infinitive. And voy is I go. Vas is you go. Va is he or she goes. You see that way it works? Vamos, space, van. Okay. This was a little thing to help you test you. As you're watching the video, go on, test yourselves. I go is boy. You go is bus. He or she goes is bus. We go is vamos. Base, van. All right. Just so that you know, on our NFL YouTube channel, we do go through the present tense. Although this is massively irregular, the endings are regular. So the S on the end means you, the mos on the end means we, and the N means they. And it's worth looking at that because that's how you're going to remember it, okay? All right. This is the last bit I'm going to go through because basically, as you said in the title, it's what you got to do is say what you do and when, all right? Okay? So, just quickly, voy al parque is I go to the park. Voy a la cafeteria is I go to the cafe. This is just a bit of vocab. So, cine, well, I think you might know, is cinema. Playa is beach, and so on. All right, okay? I'm going to move on. Because then we see, ¿qué haces en la ciudad? Salgo con mis amigos, right? I go out with my friends. I go to the cinema. I go to the park. All right. Now, just to be clear, I'm going to escape there because I want to show you something. All right. Okay. Bear with me. Now, the one thing I think you're going to struggle with is saying at what time because it's not on there. All right. Okay. So I'm going to explain this. If you wanted to say for example, I go to the cinema at 8 o'clock. You'd have to say, voy al cine a las 8. And if you went to the cinema at 8:30, it's voy al cine a las 8:30. Okay. So just make sure you're clear on that, because I know from experience that getting that right, in the previous video I mentioned a las is at, all right, okay. Son las is it is, all right. So just make sure you're clear on that. Okay. All right. So hopefully that explains it, or it might make it a bit more complicated, but that's just to explain what you got to do, and there's some exercises there just to work on. All right, thanks very much, take care. Yeah.